Okay, music fades in.
Yeah.
My friend, let me weave you a tale of a windswept night beyond the old Egyptian sands, where the water plays coy with the shore, and the coy are sure to...
This was so bad. It was so bad, and I waited a year for this.
play in the water, where the desert wolves make...
Oh my god, look! It's you guys! You little furries, all of you. Beautiful, this is all you. Are you proud of it?
Wolves make love
Oh.
to the moon.
This is so cringe.
Exterior day.
Okay.
This is the Suez Canal. Undeniably, Egypt's most famous body of water. Nothing bad ever happens here.
Isn't this the place where that one ship got like kind of stuck? And it turned like sideways and they couldn't get rid of it? And they were just like, yeah, it's kind of a problem. Perhaps. Yep. Don't spoil it. Is this what it's about? I don't know what it's about. Oh shit, it's about that?
Oh, except for that one time. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so there's a ship, and it's called the Ever Given. And it's going up the Suez Canal really, really fast, probably. And you think that, well, the Port Authority would call up, and they'd be like,
Captain, you are going way too fast.
but the captain, he's wicked sick cool, so he's like,
They're just jealous of my passion for going fast through critical trade infrastructure. Increase speed.
True. This is literally how it happened. My man has insider info. So this is a very must be true. Must be true.
If you will not slow down, prepare to meet the full might of the Egyptian military.
two of Egypt's fastest fighter jets scramble on the runway. But the captain kept adding power.
Damn.
Faster!
cranked it.
The people of Europe need these Chinese knockoffs of European goods.
And they got all sorts of technology to go like top speed.
Don't go faster, I beseech you.
But everyone on the crew was loving it. Yeah, go faster. But then,
Look out! Someone left a ramp in the middle of the canal.
I ain't afraid of nothing.
it was at this point that the captain chose to do a wicked sick joke.
Whee!
Lens flare. But they overshot it. They were
Lens
gonna
flare.
collide with a gently sloping sandy bank. They threw on the handbrake,
Drop anchor. Brace for impact.
but it was too late. Collision. Literally everybody died.
True. I didn't know how to break it to you lads, but actually we all died. So this reality that we live in currently is the purgatory. That's why everything feels so weird and why everything is so bad. Yeah, this afterlife is kind of ass, but yeah. I knew that there should be a reason for it. I knew it.
Ever given.
It's true, I was there. I died.
Me
But
too.
I got better.
Did you? Did you get better? I don't think so. I think I'm still dead.
Ever taken away.
Oh no. So romantic.
Yeah, that'll do. Alright, see you in a year. What do you mean it's not long enough? Wikipedia, ChatGPT. Add the music. They love that. A reaction GIF? That's a good one. No, this video is too...
I hate it that every time I start to hear that beat, I immediately think of him. It's like, that's such... I don't even know what that music is, but every time I just think about
Good.
him.
Dial it back a little.
It's his song now.
Okay, let me start again. I'll do the phony voice too.
Oh god.
Better! Okay, so
Sexy.
here's what really happened.
Okay. Should I read it? Is this important? I usually don't read things, but... You know. Following is based on true events. However, most details come from secondary sources, while some conversations were recorded, including the VDR data of the ship. Almost none of the material has been made available to the public, so it took some liberties to fill the gaps. All characterization should be considered fictional, not reflecting. Bro just doesn't want to get sued. He's like, I'm putting this out. It's not real. We made this shit up. Please don't sue me. I'm a good boy. Not reflective of the people involved and interpreted for storytelling and entertainment purposes only. Also, we play pretty fast and loose with certain details and order of events. Be cool and please don't bother any of the people involved of the Suez incident. We are just here to have a good time. So anyway, so what you're going to see is one-to-one recreation of the truth. Must be true.
So here's what really happened.
Yeah. Must be true. Must be true. Act 1. Everything is great.
This story begins in Malaysia. Of course, you already know, but that's this one over here.
Ah.
And at a port named Tanjung Pelepus is the container ship known as the Ever Given. The last of the cargo is loaded onto the ship, and the captain of the ship, Krishnan Kanthaval, is there with his crew of 20. Hello! At this point, Kanthaval probably said something like, "All right, the boat's tummy is all full of cargo. We're almost ready to get going." So Evergreen, the operating company of the ship, would have called ahead and booked passage for the ship.
Five.
One adult ship ticket, please.
Bro, he's talking to Tumnuk.
Large. How many containers? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now this guy at the operating company is on the line to the Suez Canal Authority. And they are in charge of all of the operations of the Suez Canal. All right, thank you for choosing Suez Waterways. You are scheduled for March 23rd. You are 922nd in queue. All right, we've got a Supermax container coming through on March 23rd. Pulling up the stats now. The Ever Given, one of the largest container ships in the world.
I love the suddenly cyberpunk music. You pull up in the Matrix. You have the model and everything. You're calculating.
Over 400 meters long, 60 meters wide. Only 10% smaller than the world's largest aircraft carrier. Able to carry over 20,000 of these shipping containers. Here's a guy in a sandwich for scale. All right, navigator, helmsman.
That is it not literally from Cyberpunk? Bro, I think it's literally the Cyberpunk music.
Gene.
No banana.
Let's get going. We wouldn't want to hold up the other ships. With a teary goodbye, the Ever Given sets sail from Malaysia and makes course for the Netherlands. Let's go to the map. Malaysia, and you already know, but the Netherlands is over here.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
Not so simple. You just go from here over to... Oh. We're blocked by Africa, sir. Should we just head back? Don't worry. I know a shortcut. Head into that inlet. It's called the Red Sea. Captain, it's blue. I know.
I thought he's going to say that, Captain, it's pretty tight. And just like someone start moaning in the background like, ah.
In a bit over a week, the Ever Given cruises all the way to the Red Sea. And on the way, someone on the crew points out Djibouti. And says it aloud. Djibouti.
Can I just point out that that's probably the best place on earth? Djibouti. I would love to visit Djibouti.
Djibouti, because it's fun to say. It's a great time to be a cargo ship captain, I can tell you that much. Captain, we've got another problem on the sat-nav.
Uh-oh.
There's more land in the way. How are we supposed to get through an obstacle like this? Should I just head back? Now, if this was 1868, Kanthaval would be in big trouble. But luckily, in 1869, someone happened to dig a big channel. Right from one side of this isthmus to the other. And filled it with water, they did. Which meant that ships no longer needed to circumnavigate Africa. It's nothing personal. It's a geographic thing. Late that evening, the Ever Given arrives at the Gulf
The boys were just having some fun time. They were digging. You know? They were just like, we are kind of bored. Let's start.
of Suez. Here on the map. It's a big open area for ships to park.
Diggy hole.
And there are ships everywhere, sitting idle, waiting for their turn to pass through the canal. Now the helmsman is kind of driving around the area, looking for a place to park and drop anchor. But then, something captures his attention. Hey, what's that mysterious-looking ship over there? It looks abandoned. M.V. Ahmad.
Bro, he makes it sound so mysterious. Like, I keep waiting for the supernatural elements to pop up. This, oh my god. And there were actually like a ghost ship and it came out of the Bermuda Triangle or something. Dun dun dun.
M.V. Do not speak its name, helmsman. Why not? Look, there's a spot. That's a handicap. They park the ship, drop anchor, and radio in.
I almost asked if there is actually a handicap working for the ships. Before I realized that was actually just a joke.
To the Suez Canal Authority.
No.
Thank you for joining the queue.
It's
Typical
German
wait
for
time
me.
is a few hours, up to 1 business day. Why do we have to wait? Why can't we just go straight through? Because we've got rules here at the canal. A big book of them. No running,
shit.
no dive bombing, and blah, blah, blah. Somewhere way down the back of the manual it says, all vessels entering or leaving the canal must have a pilot. And in fact, a ship as large as yours needs 2.
I love the motivational Cleopatra AI-generated titty pic in the background. It's motivating me. I like it. Shut up! There's no blonde debuff.
These pilots are employees of the Canal Authority who understand the perils of the route. Kind of like a consultant to the captain. And they stand around going, yes, go here, turn coming up here, watch out for the geese.
Uh-oh.
So just stand by for a while, yep? Alright, nothing to do till this pilot arrives. Guess I'll take a little bit of me time. I'm off to my cabin, fellas. Don't do anything I wouldn't
Bro, he went out to jerk off. He's going to have sticky walls like Pirate Software did.
do. And so just after midnight, Canterville heads back to his quarters
The gooning
to take a
time.
nap. Quite a cozy scene, wouldn't you say?
Yeah?
But all is not well on the Ever Given tonight. There seems to be some trouble with the weather. 2:30 a.m. Canterville wakes up.
Is that a horse? Is there a horse? This can't be a horse.
Outside
Oh, it's his jacket. I thought this was a horse, like a horse waking him up. Oh my god. I was like, done, you have a horse.
is the loud rattle of shipping containers sparring with the wind. Loud enough to capture Canterville's
Oh
attention.
no.
Rah-rah.
Am I cooked?
He dashes up to the bridge.
Oh my god.
What's the status on it being really, really windy outside? The wind is up to 35 knots, but the Ever Given is fine and the anchor is keeping us held. Alright, it sounds like I can head back to my quarters then. Wait, Captain. I think we need to move the ship. Yeah, those guys are getting closer and closer to us. We're surrounded by ships like the Al Nasriyah. Their anchors can't withstand the wind and they are being dragged about. We need more buffer or there's risk of a collision. Good thinking. Alright, duty engineer, prep the engines. Aye. The ship kicks to life. The helmsman steers the Ever Given to get further away from the other ships. This whole thing might be cancelled. Port control. Although this waiting area is delightful, the weather outside is very frightful. Is passage through the canal still happening? Not cancelled. Hold position. Your pilot is wrapping up and will be on his way to your vessel soon. They're making us wait. Captain, if we're struggling not to hit ships in this big open area, it's going to get pretty dicey when we have to navigate through a narrow channel like the Suez. Yes. Although you should have said, spoiler warning.
Oh gee. I guess that's what happened, huh? Never
Coming
thought
up
about
next
it.
on Channel Ad Time.
Welcome back to Raising
Oh god, there you go. You guys can watch it. You love his ads. Enjoy.
I'm Saley Man, professional
Saley Man.
traveler and eSIM user. Finding tourists to get them huge savings on an eSIM plan. It ain't for the faint of heart.
Bro, ever since we watched the video about the poop ship, I don't want to do anything with cruise and
But if there's
whatnot.
one thing I've learned in all my years, when they're traveling, they need data.
I can't get an Uber. I didn't sort out my data before I left.
Got another one? Try this. First, we download the Saley app on your phone. Then we choose how much data we want and where. Then we add the code Internet Historian for 15% off. And don't forget the most important part. Mwah. I just gave your phone international data using the Saley app.
Thank you, Saley Man. Very cool.
So download the Saley app or scan the QR code on the screen now and use the code Internet Historian to get
If I get a kiss, a personalized kiss from Internet Historian, then I'm going to buy it. But it has to be wet and sloppy and just like
15% off at checkout.
It's so beautiful
Fantastic.
here in the hills of Switzerland. If
Oh,
only I
shit.
could listen to podcast in the background.
Here
he's coming. Sailorman is coming for me. Oh no. He's already here.
comes Saley Man. Over 200 destinations, 24/7
He heard
live
me.
chat support, and no physical
Easy
SIM or roaming
chat.
fees, because it's just an app.
Could I have my phone back, please?
At Saley, family comes first, and data comes second. Data comes
And he comes third.
first. They're both tied for first.
Tonight on Raising Saley.
Anyone can get Saley. Dead ones. Sorry I have a boyfriend ones. Or regular.
I have a presentation in 15 minutes at the UN Security Council,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't download the slides. Without this presentation, I'm worried they're going to nuke North Sentinel Island again.
15 minutes to go and he hasn't got the slides.
I'll be the guy who started the next World War without those damn slides.
10 minutes to go and he hasn't got the slides.
History will not look kindly on me without those slides.
Here comes Saley. Now you have 10 gigabytes of data on your phone. Cheaper than most phone providers.
I love you, Saley Man.
Hush, little one. I saved it.
The Saley app really saved me.
This truly was our darkest hour. But we prevailed. It's not an easy job. But Saley gets me
Wait, hold up. Is one of these are not like the others.
But Saley gets me through. So download the Saley app or scan the
Why
QR
can't I
code on
get
screen and
ideas,
use
huh?
Internet Historian as the code to get 15% off at checkout. Get some damn data on your phone, why not? Ad over. Some time has passed. We're back on the bridge. There's the helmsman. Captain's gone back to his quarters. Pilots won't be here for hours. Then suddenly, an idea.
He's also going to jerk off. They are going to find the masturbatorium inside the ship, and it's just going to be oozing.
The helmsman takes it upon himself to navigate a little bit of art. Tee-hee-hee, says the helmsman. As long as no one checks the nav data, this won't come back to bite me at all.
This is one-to-one recreation of the events, okay? I want you to know that you might think that, oh, he's taking artistic liberty. Not on this one. This is documented. We have the sauce. Yeah. This is real. Yeah, I know.
A couple of hours pass. The wind dies down just a little.
Must be true.
No ships crashed into the Ever Given, but a small one did pull up beside it. Captain, pilots are here. Welcome aboard. Oh, hey, Captain. Yes, we're running late. Where's the helm? We don't know what the pilots' names are, so we're just going to go with blue and red. Okay, I think we should move ahead at about 14 kilometers. That's right. Ahead. 14 kilometers per hour. The Ever Given joins a convoy of ships taking position at the entrance to the canal. Convoy, checking in. Ready. All right, everybody. We want to be alert. Stay focused. Yeah, Captain. I'll follow the other ships. I'll try not to get lost. Hold on, helmsman. And the audience. This is a much more perilous journey than you might know. What, a big straight line? It is 193 kilometers of narrow waterway. And I hope you've got some stamina, because it takes 12 hours to traverse.
Bro, wait, what did he say? That it was 100... Really? 200 kilometers for 12 hours? Ah, dude, and they must go so fucking slow for that. Oh, that's crazy.
That's a full day trip. Some parts are only 24 meters deep.
Oh shit.
That's very shallow. Yes, and only 200 meters wide in some parts. That's very narrow.
It's tight. You're gonna feel it. And you cannot widen it. It will be all up in your ass.
I've seen McDonald's drive-thrus with
so
more
tight.
clearance. And you certainly wouldn't want to have an accident, would you? Because 12% of the entire world's sea freight passes through here. If you blocked it, the consequences would be humongous.
Humongous. Get in? Because it's tight.
No pressure, though. Oh.
A little pressure.
See. Oh, don't mind him. He gives that speech to everybody. Ahead, 14 kilometers per hour. Yes, pilot.
So what I'm hearing is that it's very tight, the pressure is humongous, and you need a lot of stamina for this ride. Yeah. Fair enough.
14 kilometers, steady on. So into the canal, the ever-given wind. As they cruise, the winds swirl back onto the sea. No longer buffered by miles of open water, the sand and dust can blow about with abandon. Low visibility. Strong winds jostle the ship. Grit pelts the bow. The Ever-Given steams ahead at about the pace of a fast jog. And there's no real build-up here, to be honest. Things go awry almost immediately. How are you coping with the wind? It's manageable. Alright, well, the wind is definitely pushing us to the left-hand side. Yes, just try to keep it as centered as you can. Adjusting.
These winds are quite something. Do you think we should have insisted they postpone?
The pilots don't seem worried, and they know this water better than anyone. The angle of the wind is particularly nasty, catching the enormous surface area of the ship and constantly nudging it off course.
Helmsman, you're still too far to the left. You've got to get back to the center.
Yeah, I'm trying. Adjusting. The helmsman keeps changing the trajectory of the ship, but he cannot seem to stay in the center.
Come on, helmsman, we're still not centered.
I know, it's the wind.
He's literally going for the wrong hole. He's trying so hard, but it's the wrong hole.
No matter what they do, they can't seem to get away from the left bank. The wind foils their every countermaneuver. This is not as manageable as I thought it would be. Is it going to be like this the whole way? Don't worry, this is really common. It won't be the whole trip. No, the problem is we're going too slow. Red Pilot takes the initiative. If we speed up, we can push through the wind. Accelerate to 22 kilometers an hour. Somewhat reluctantly, the helmsman obliges. 22 kilometers per hour.
Engines engage and the ship speeds up. Captain, going this fast in heavy winds is needlessly reckless. There are protocols for this sort of thing.
All right, Gene, it's a bit windy. Relax, this must happen all the time. The Red Pilot was right. The increased speed helps them to fight through the wind and get away from the left-hand bank. However, they can't seem to keep the ship in the very center. Helmsman, you're aimed too severely to the right-hand bank now. We need a bit of leadership here, don't worry.
I didn't know. Oh my god, he's going for the BJ? What the fuck? I wasn't ready for it. I was just about to say that I thought that if you're the captain, like, you have to touch it. Like, I didn't know that you just give the instructions for the boy and the boy is the one doing the touching, you know? Yeah, he's giving some support. Oh, wow.
I know what to do. Turn left. Adjusting. The pilot's giving steering instructions now. Captain, is he supposed to do that? Captain, the pilot is not here to give steering orders. You should say something.
Nah.
The ship is now consistently snaking left and right and left and right. Turn to the right. So they turn to the right,
but then they end up too far to the right.
You're too close to the right bank now. Turn to the left. Yes, I agree. Turn to the left. Look, this is all a bit tense, and we both know where this is going. It's gonna crash. Let's just enjoy it.
Okay.
Oh, wow. There it is. A gently sloping sandy bank.
Red Pilot, we're just consultants. This isn't our job to steer the ship. You're micromanaging. We should only be giving general navigation.
Oh my god, he was mansplaining. I can't believe it. They literally got fucked because he was mansplaining.
Advice. We're getting too close to the left bank. I can't keep it centered. We have to slow this ship down. If we slow down, the wind will push us into the bank. What do I do? Reduce the speed.
What you have to do in a situation like this, that you have to ask them to whip it out, and someone will take the tape measure and check who's longer, and whoever is longer is the one who actually says what needs to be done. Yeah.
The two pilots begin bickering, and not just bickering normally. They're bickering in Arabic. Arabickering. And Canthable's crew doesn't speak Arabic. What the hell are they saying? I don't know. Neither do I. Does anyone here speak Arabic? The Ever Given has reached its target speed of 22 kilometers an hour, but they're taking wider and wider turns and can't seem to get anywhere near the center of the lane. And the two pilots, they're still fighting.
Captain? Captain! Pilots!
Captain! The Ever Given then reaches an extreme, unrecoverable angle, pointing acutely to the right.
I should have been a pilot. I could do this too. What the fuck? It should have been me!
Straight for the bank.
Should have been me! What do you mean no? Why no?
We need to turn left. Now. Hard left.
Hard to the left.
Hard to the left.
The rudder turns. But the ship doesn't turn with it.
Uh-oh.
Instead, it slides.
Whee!
Didn't I tell you to turn left?
Why aren't we turning? I am turning to the left, Captain. The ship's not responding.
I knew this would happen. It's your fault. The helmsman loses his ability to steer. The ship has gone out of control.
Nice. Nice.
Captain.
Canterville finally steps forward. Enough! Helmsman, center the rudder. Reduce speed. Rudder center. Reduce...
But it's too late. Canterville did not intervene in time.
Shit.
Wait, what? According to a person familiar with video audio, Captain Canterville reacted as anyone might in the same situation.
They just played Pirate Yakuza and drifted the ship.
He actually, this is a canon happening. He said shit and he screamed. So based.
The crew can feel the vibration through the floor as the bow meets the bank. That bow, raised 6 meters, slides into the bank with ease, like a hot pencil through pudding.
Wait, a hot pencil? Did he say a hot pencil through pudding?
Meanwhile, the rear of the ship is pulled into the opposite bank. The bridge shakes and the crew lurches forward as 300,000 tons of momentum is reduced to 0 in the span of a couple of seconds. We've run aground, cut your engines, Canterville yells out on the radio, because don't forget, these ships are running as a convoy, which means that the ships behind them have just seen what's happened, and they all have to slam on the brakes. A couple of ships back, the Asia Ruby 3 suffers an engine malfunction, and it cannot stop as quickly as it intends to.
Step Captain, I'm stuck. Please help me.
I didn't think about that. How is it that these people weren't struggling with the winds, but they were? Is it really just that the captains or the pilots were like bad at their jobs?
It nearly plows into the back of the Maersk Denver.
Okay.
They managed to stop
Smaller
themselves
ships?
just in time and prevent running aground as well. Pan back to the Ever Given. Let us look at it from above.
Bro, this must have been the most infuriating traffic jam. Can you imagine that this shit happens? You can't do anything. You were just standing there for like, how long did this happen? Didn't this happen for like fucking days or something, or weeks? I don't even know.
It is diagonally wedged across the entire canal. An unplanned bridge connecting two continents. A ship collision of such magnitude, there's almost nothing to compare it to. Maybe Hindenburg? 9/11? I'll keep Googling.
No, hold off on the dramatic sound effects. There's no need to panic just yet. It's like a car tire stuck in the mud. We simply reverse. Full astern. Well, that means full backwards. Propellers at the back of the ship whiz to little effect.
You know, maybe if some of them would go out and try to push it, maybe.
In place by the sand.
Or they could ask like jumper cables from the ships behind them.
We didn't move. Merely a runner.
True.
Crash astern. That's the most dramatic version of full astern, ramping up to full thrust as quickly as possible. Nothing. No, stop it. No sound effect just yet. We still have one more option. Start up the bow thrusters. They're the jets at the front of the ship that give a little bit of extra oomph. Crash astern, full thrusters. No effect, sir.
Boom.
Now we don't have the
All the fucking sound effect.
transcript from here, so we'll just presume that at the time, Canterville said something very quirky and millennial, like, so that just happened. But what we do know is that he and the pilots then jumped on the radio and got in contact with the port authority.
Die.
We've got something to tell you, and you gotta promise not to get mad. Shut up. Look, listen, we're gonna need a tugboat. We are run aground. The helmsman takes a turn at...
Quote unquote. He was like, hello, listen. I have something to tell you, but you have to pinky promise that you're not gonna be angry about it, okay? It was an accident. We didn't mean to.
Being millennial. There are other ships right behind me, aren't there? Uh-huh. And there were, as the queue of container ships piling up behind them got longer and longer.
I can actually see that. They're just standing there and just honking at them.
Time.
Hey, Force.
Make that
Honk.
2 tugboats. So what happened here exactly? And who is in big trouble?
The queue of gamer subs cup delivery. Oh no.
Explainer time.
Okay.
There are 3 main causes to why the ship crashed. Let's start with the wind.
Okay.
The captain could have very easily said, guys, the wind is far too severe. Let's postpone. But he didn't. However, the blame's not all on Canterville. The 2 pilots could have also said, let's just follow protocol. By radioing in to HQ and saying, yes, get us 2 tugboats, please. With 1 on each side at the front, they would have had far more stability and control. And they wouldn't need to erratically fight about with...
I didn't even know that would be an option. To get like tugboats. Bro. Listen, protocol is for pussies. These were real men, okay? And real men don't ask for help or like those like bonus wheels on the bicycle, okay? Yeah, man.
With the wind to
Fuck
stay
that.
in the middle of the lane. Second cause, the speed of the ship. Now, it was the
So
red pilot
true.
who told the helmsman, accelerate the ship to 22 kilometers per hour. But when he did that, they were already driving at the speed limit for their weight class, 14 kilometers per hour. And telling the helmsman to go beyond that meant that they are technically breaking the rules.
And while I agree
Yeah, but rules are also for pussies, so that's all right. I'm still with them so far, honestly.
that some rules are made to be broken,
True.
going this fast in a very large ship in a comparatively small canal causes a whole bunch of problems to do with fluid dynamics. Big problems. Huge.
5 fun physics phenomena.
Now, I don't know the physics, and if I did, I wouldn't tell you. But what I will say is this. Speeding up causes something approximating oversteer. The ship becomes all slidey. I'm just going to turn a little bit to the left, but instead you go a lot to the left. I'll just turn right a little bit, but instead you turn to the right a lot. Remember how the cheerful navigator was like, "Come on, guys, we have to get back to the center of the lane."
I can do this too. This is what my dad always did when he was like bored. He was like, it's just me and him in the car, and he was just like rolling to the left and the right, and like the entire car across the 2 lanes just like wee wee wee.
Well, they can't, because every time they try to direct back to the center, the speed and the oversteer means they overshoot it. One more effect of going very fast.
I will sneeze. Wait for it.
Okay.
Take a look at this animation side on. Water pressure effects cause the ship to tilt. At this speed, the front is raised 6 meters higher than usual, which means when they collide with the bank, combined with the high velocity, they really wedge themselves in. But we can't just blame everything on the physicists, because there's a third main cause. Poor communication.
You think that the pilots arguing in Arabian against each other counts as poor communication? Or is that a bonus point? Ain't no way!
English is the official language of pretty much every port. However, the pilots start arguing with each other in Arabic.
It reminds me of that clip where it's the 2 Indian guys, you fucking, no, you fucking, fuck, you fucking.
Which is not just unprofessional, but excludes all of the rest of the crew from what's being discussed. And all of these competing voices make for chaos on the bridge. But the blame is not all on the co-pilots either.
Listen, they were just PvPing in real life, okay?
The captain is always in charge. He has the ultimate authority. Decisions start and end with him. So the captain should have...
Tama! Thank you so much, Tama!
Intervened and said something like, "Shut up, everybody."
Oh my god.
But he doesn't. He stands there quite passively throughout. But
that would have been me. If I would have been on the ship, this would have been me. I just drop in background music, full bass. Oh yeah.
But he doesn't. He stands there quite passively throughout. By the time he does step in, it's too late. Now that everything's been laid out, who would you say is at fault for the crash of the Ever Given? The helmsman?
I don't think the helmsman. Man, he was following orders. He's a cuck. He almost got a surprise BJ too, but he didn't.
Blue pilot? The red pilot? Canterville?
Well, hypothetically, shouldn't it be Canterville? If he actually had so many power over even these two, then he should have used that and just talked to them.
I'll tell you.
Tell me.
Society, that's who. You and me. And I think you should apologize.
I'm sorry. I always knew it that my bad driving would ever affect the world. It was me. The patriarchy. True. It wasn't me. It was the patriarchy. True. Stuck. Day 1.
Alrighty. So we have something 3.5 times the size of the Titanic, choking the world's largest freighting canal like a greedy seagull throating a glue stick. Good start. And they didn't get very far through the canal itself. About 5% of the progress bar. But if we scroll up for a second, we can see what landmarks they missed out on. The Great Bitter Lake. Named so because the water there is very salty instead of fresh.
then up a 2-lane bit and over to Timsar Lake. Named so because Timsar is the Arabic word for crocodile, because there used to be crocodiles in there. Otherwise, it's pretty much zip right through to the Mediterranean. That would have been very nice for them. Now we go back a bit to Timsar Lake, and here you'll find the city of Ismailia. And at its port, see this building? This is the Suez Canal Authority. Inside, Captain El Said, head of navigational control, is just settling in for the day. As he sits down to his desk,
Captain, you're gonna want to see this.
the video feed pulls up. What? Line 1. We're stuck. We'd like to request a tugboat. Stuck? Stuck where? You know that single lane area pretty close to the entrance? There. Now, had this happened in one of the 2-lane sections, they could have kept the traffic flowing. But alas. What? So you're blocking all the traffic? Mr. El Said, we already promised we wouldn't get mad. Fine.
I gotta see how bad it is in person. El Said.
Aw, at least they promised. They were good boys. Hey, Mr. El Said, you promised. Fine.
He snatches his keys off his desk and he races down to his car, rushing to the scene.
Nice
He
car.
gets out and casts his eyes upon the ship.
My God.
Towering over him is a structure the width and breadth of the world's largest Walmart, except it is also 15 stories tall. The bow, raised 6 meters higher than normal.
I'm just saying, if you can hypothetically get one of those boxes off of the ship, then it belongs to you. It's a free-for-all. It's on your land.
Is jammed into one side, like an unwitting finger in a Chinese finger trap that somebody filled with Gorilla Glue in its prom tomorrow. And the ass of the ship, firmly squatting aground on the other side. And the middle of the ship, making bended metal groans as it's barely suspended by only a few meters of water.
El Said lets the sand run through his fingers.
At this point, another important person arrives on the scene. Admiral Rabi. He is the Suez Canal Authority chairman, the big boss of the whole canal. Here's the rough structure of the organization. He's all the...
He has some very intense gaze in his eyes. Holy shit.
way up here, right?
Oh, no.
So high up that he reports directly to the Pharaoh of Egypt himself. Yep, that's...
He has seen this shit. He had to deal with this one.
One blocked canal.
No, Mr. President. He didn't say blocked. Shut up.
He said that canal rocked. He's giving it a 5-star review. Come on, follow me to the bridge. Now, El Said and Rabi board the ship, and it's a hell of a scene. The crew is racing around. Oh God, they're gonna check the nav data. They're gonna see the dick pic. Oh God. Canterville's standing back taking a panicked phone call with the operating company. Okay, so 2 pilots walk into a ship, and the first one says, and the 2 pilots from before are still bickering. All right, you 2 are dismissed. Canterville. Oh God, this is the end of my career. This is gonna cost $1 billion.
El Said puts his hand on Canterville's shoulder. Do not worry, my friend. We shall solve this.
Come on, Captain. What's the status? Well, the ship isn't floating. Yeah. You know, what I mean is the situation is worse than you think. It's the way we're pitched up on the shore. The weight distribution is all wrong. We're like a raised bridge, but we don't have any of the support underneath. The middle of the ship could bend under its own weight and tear. So it could...
Yeah, that sounds like inconvenient. Yeah, true.
Think? Yeah.
True.
That would shut down the whole canal for months. Are we taking on water? No, I've had the engineers check the hull. We can't see water making ingress anywhere. Yet. The best way to get free and the best way to prevent the ship from potentially sinking is to lighten the load. We need to get rid of at least, I don't know, like 20,000 tons. How quickly do you think your crew can offload containers? No. Look how high those boxes are stacked. To offload these containers is going to require specialist equipment. The kind you'd only find at a dedicated port. We're not going to be able to offload these containers out here in the middle of nowhere. All right, well, it's the easiest, most brute force solution you can think of. The ballast tanks. Yeah, go on.
Just exploded. Just fucking exploded. And it will like go everywhere. It will scatter around and boom, you will have a lot of space. Or, I'm telling you, if you would have said that, listen, it's for free for all, I guarantee you within a few days there would have been enough people. They would have taken the boxes, the copper, literally anything in between. You underestimate how much people love to steal. There would have come people from different countries just to steal it. I guarantee you. If you would have been first, yes. Yes.
We've got nearly 10,000 tons of ballast water on board. We can dump that right now and relieve some pressure.
Excellent idea. I'll get started.
No, you can't do that. Well, why not?
Uh-oh. It's the Hulk.
Allow me to explain.
What the fuck?
You see, when a ship fills its ballast tanks, it's filling with more than just water. It's a big, dilute, salty soup of algae, plant material, and even sometimes small fish.
You motherfucker.
Of algae, plant material, and even sometimes small fish. Pick that up in Malaysia, and then just dump that at the next port.
You're introducing these stowaway pest species into the environment. Some examples of these invasive species include the Northern Pacific Sea Star, the European green crab, that son of a bitch, and cholera.
Delicious.
So you have to treat the water before you discharge it, usually through heat or chemicals. And the key there is that it also requires time and access to one of these treatment machines. And we're not at a port. It's going to take much longer than usual. But let me get onto the line with the guys at Ismailia. We probably have a portable water treatment machine somewhere.
Al Said turns and looks out the window. Coming down the canal are 2 tugboats, the ones that they ordered earlier. Look, we might not even be that deeply wedged in. These 2 tugboats might be all we need.
Surely. Who wants to bet that it wasn't? That perhaps they were in a bigger pickle. Surely? You believe?
Yes. Tugboats.
This is the Mosaid 2 and the Mosaid 3.
What happened to the first one?
2 little guys are able to pull around this massive...
There's another hour. That's a solid point, you know? Yeah.
Cargo ship, comparable in size to the Ever Given. On go the ties. Line secure, all fast. Engine ready.
I don't know why, but that guy...
Line secure.
He looks like... I looked at it first and I was like, oh my god, it's Asmongold.
All fast. Engine ready. Ready to pull.
He was there.
Canterville looks nervously at El Said. Commence pull. Slow ahead.
He was
the
hero we
polyethylene ropes
needed.
whine as they're pulled taut from the water. The tugboats lightly draw against the ship, testing for resistance.
All right, a little more. 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 Full power. Nothing. Not an inch of difference.
All right, stop engines. Be on standby. This isn't going to work. With just 2 tugboats, we do not have the pull for a ship this massive, this deeply grounded. It's also low tide. That's not helping. Wind's high tide.
We gotta push it.
Early afternoon, in a couple of hours. All right.
With 5 tugboats, now we are talking. Okay, hear me out. 5 tugboats plus everyone goes outside and pushes the ship.
That buys us some time. How soon do you think you can get a dredger out here? Let me find out for you. Please hold. The dredgers can remove the sand below the waterline that's all built up around the ship. Hi again. They say it'll take a day, maybe 2. All right, tell them to hurry.
A day or 2? I'd better update my boss. Let him know it's not gonna be a quick fix.
I should call my wife as well. All right, don't go too far. I need you for something in a minute. Hey, what about excavators? Oh yeah, how many we got? Right now, No, for my birthday. Yeah, now. 1.
Listen, every counts. That one, maybe that singular one is all you need.
1.
Yep.
One guy. There's only one
That's it.
excavator on standby for the whole canal. Well,
Yep.
it's just post-COVID. Everyone's been excavating from home. Patch me through.
Excavating from home.
There really was just one guy, by the way. It's local contractor Abdullah. So he picks up the phone. Mushy mushy. There's been a big accident at the canal, Abdullah. There's sand and dirt everywhere. I need your help. Just send me the deets, Chum. Abdullah jumps in his truck and heads to the scene. And when he pulls up, Gott in Himmel.
I love it how he's very multicultural. He's fluent in at least 3 to 4 languages.
He sees the massive Ever Given wedged into the canal. Abdullah locks himself into his excavator and gets to work on the most important task he's ever done digged.
My boy can do it. I believe in Abdullah. He can do it. Aw, he actually... Oh my god, look at him. Based off of real life events.
Back on the bridge. Yeah, I'm not sure. Hopefully home soon. Okay. Yep, no, love you too. Okay, bye. Whew, the boss was not happy. Hey, before you said you needed me for something. I did.
Uh-oh.
Who's this? Breathe into this tube.
And also bend over. We are just going to check your prostate.
Also, you have to do a drug test. After the crash, they tested Canterville for drugs and alcohol. Both came up negative. There's also a procedure to make sure that captains aren't fatigued. They look at the rest schedule and they find, no, Canterville took that nap, remember?
True.
He's had plenty of rest time. So he passed the fatigue assessment. And while Canterville was at the...
He wasn't tired. He wasn't a bad boy. He was just a little bit AFK. He was thinking about something.
The nurse's office. High tide came and went. Tugs were tried again. And again. Tried a little bit of this, a little bit of that. It didn't work. All day trying, all evening, and into the early morning. But that stubborn ship was going nowhere.
Is that why ships are women? Like, I noticed that every time they are just like giving them names, it's always women names because it was so stubborn and got stuck because it has a fat ass. Yep. Makes sense. I know. Yeah, it all makes sense now. True. Big true. Dun, 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 dun.
Of course. The moon.
Dun dun dun. The what? Why? What?
Day 2. There's quite a queue of ships by this point, and they're all honking their horns impatiently. Hey, move your ass! I got Frozens in the back. Go around! Go around! No one knows quite what's happening because the Suez Canal Authority has not made a formal statement. But their hand is about to be forced when an impatient sailor behind the Ever Given takes a photograph and publishes it online. And this...
Bro, onto Instagram out of all the places. It's just, yeah, let me just take a selfie. Ship in front of us ran aground while going through the canal and now stuck sideways. Look like might be here for a little bit. Hashtag Suez Canal. Hashtag run aground. Hashtag stuck.
This starts a bit of a buzz on social media. It was at this very moment that the helmsman's most feared fear was most realized. Someone pulled up the navigational
The
data.
dick pics.
Within 24 hours, it was...
Wait, no. That part was real? That was actually real, and that was not just exaggeration? Oh my god.
all over the news.
Oh my god, a penis!
So over at the Suez offices, Mr. Rebbe, you have 300 voicemails. Telemarketers? Important clients and journalists. They're asking about whether the canal is blocked, aren't they? They're asking about whether the canal is blocked, yes. And the Suez Canal Authority could keep it a secret no longer. They held a press conference.
Oh no.
Okay. This is crazy. Let's say, hypothetically, they didn't give many details, but it was a very inspirational press conference. The news begins reporting on the story.
It's blocked. Cargo ship.
That's true. That's also real footage. He was like, meow.
Blocking the Suez Canal is a huge container ship.
There's just the most incredible drama staying out in the Suez Canal.
A massive container ship longer than the Eiffel Tower.
It's one of the world's most important shipping lanes.
And breaking news from the Nana Star News Channel. I'm Nana.
Hi? Why am I listening to you? What?
Mega
Hi,
ship's
Nana.
big ass is stuck in the Suez Canal.
Right. Point is, this story
Thank you, Nana. It was very inspirational.
exploded everywhere. There was a lot of sympathy to go around.
I appear to have blocked global trade.
And the internet, upon seeing it, went, these guys need some help. We would love to volunteer.
That's not a picture of a naked woman. I need to help them.
They knew best about what to do to get this ship unstuck. All right, it's time for the I reckon you could pretty much just do this and it'd work section. By far the most popular solution was simply blow it up.
See, when I was saying that you should just make it explode, you guys were laughing at me. Literally, why the fuck not? I would.
No ship, no problem.
They still, yeah. Do it.
But why wouldn't this work?
These are Reddit comments. Oh god, I'm too Reddit brained. Fuck.
Well, first you're blowing up $1 billion worth of cargo. And this thing is about 3 times the size of Mount Rushmore. So there's quite a lot of debris to sweep up, actually. And you still haven't solved the problem of moving the thing out of the fucking canal. Next
fine.
idea. What if we attach 1,000 helicopters and simply fly the thing out? You could even take it all the way to its destination in the Netherlands.
True.
Well, the problem is this thing weighs about 300,000 tons. So even if you had a really powerful helicopter, you're going to need like 25,000 of them. And you can't put them all together in one area or they'll all crash. It ain't gonna work.
Nah, it's fine.
En route to help. Hey, maybe pull up a bit.
Next. Alright, more seriously, why don't we take a whole bunch of old jet engines, weld them to the sides of the ship, turn them all on at once, and the day is saved.
And then it's part belonging to the Kerbal Space Program. It's fine.
However,
I like this.
there is a risk of an explosion. And then you'd have a hole in the ship. And then the ship sinks. And then you're really never moving it. Hear me out. Liquid nitrogen. A lot of liquid nitrogen right under the boat. The water freezes, expands, the ship lifts up. Bob's your uncle, you love it. Except now, the ship is just stuck in ice. And then it melts. And then you're back to the exact same position. Also, you need like $1 billion worth of nitrogen. There's no way to get that much material, let alone handle the scale of that material. Also, everyone's going to freeze to death on board, and the ballast will expand in the tanks, and that'll destroy the ship. It's not going to work. All right.
Damn it.
Last idea. Best idea.
If ice didn't work, then maybe fire would. How about that? Flamethrowers. If you will start heating it, then maybe it will get unstuck.
What if we just actively made things worse?
Okay.
Such as this petition to add a second boat to the... Actively made things
hold
worse.
on, wait.
Such as this...
Okay, I have a good theory. Okay, so if you had a second boat and they will start living in like a domestic relationship, eventually the female boat will piss off the male boat or vice versa, and one of them will have to move. That's how it always is. Okay, you just sort of have to wait it out.
This petition to add a second boat to the canal.
True. But they are both female. well, then it's gonna be even quicker, you know? Like, you don't even have to wait that long. I will give it like 2 or 3 days tops.
Jokes aside, one humble comment did stand out from the crowd.
Get a few people on this side, a few people on that side.
Okay.
Push it.
I also, oh my god, I already came up with all of this. I'm so smart.
And I really think it would go.
Yeah.
Well, maybe.
True.
Because that's exactly what the recovery team intended to do.
What?
Ahoy!
Wait, it wasn't stupid. I'm smart. No, they literally done that. Shut up. I'm not stupid. They literally have done that. It's not
good to
stupid.
see you back from the nurse. I told them I didn't do any drugs, but they wouldn't take my word for it. I would have believed you.
Aww.
Hey, just give me the walkie-talkie. All right, full ahead with the excavators. 3 more excavators join Abdullah, and they are all busily digging out the front and rear of the ship. It's still going too slow. What else we got? More rescue stuff. So here comes Rabbi pulling up to the scene. Good news, fellas. And he's standing atop a very powerful bit of kit. A big, beautiful dredger. To be specific, a cutter suction dredge. Essentially, you've got a big rotating cutting tool that loosens up all the soil, while a big suction pipe sends it yonder. All right, do the dredgy. Full speed. What else we got? We got more tugboats incoming. More and more tugboats join the fray. A total of 8, arranged around the ship like this. Notably, the Baraka 1 and the Izzat Adel. These are 2 of the most powerful tugboats in the Middle East, and that includes the non-deserty parts. Full ahead with those. They keep trying. A cacophony of engines playing the highest stakes game of tug-of-war ever attempted. Tens of millions of dollars being lost every hour until it was won. And their opponent? Unbothered, moisturized, taking up the whole lane. Unbudgeable.
Oh man, that ship is really like a stubborn woman. How can I even not see it? I see myself in that ship. Every time someone tells me that I should be doing something, I'm like, nope.
All right, we're calling it for now.
I don't think so.
Oh, El Said, we've thrown everything we can at this ship, and it won't concede an inch. It's hopeless.
The cynicism of youth. I've worked for many years on the Suez. There's magic in the water, Canterville.
Yeah.
Magic. We will succeed.
Mermaids. We will have to get the mermaids, and they are gonna push in. We just have to get a bunch of mermaids into the Suez Canal, and they are gonna push in. Yeah. How about fish? Fish does not have hands. Solid point if they are willing to push it by head. Otherwise, no.
Seed. Your words are empty, El Said. Optimism.
They have lips. Just go, my love.
Has blinded you, El Said. We cannot defeat the canal. It is simply too powerful.
Oh no.
If I were the guys at Kais and Kaisha, I'd just forget about the Ever Given and buy a new ship.
Well, we can't afford a new ship. The owners of the Ever Given, Shoei Kais and Kaisha Limited, are getting very worried. I need that ship back, and I can't just leave it to the Suez Canal Authority to do it.
There's only one team daring and foolhardy enough to take on a job like this.
Kaisen calls up an elite salvaging company from the Netherlands.
Smit Salvage. We need your help. I got your number from you know who.
Smit is the industry's best. They have response centers all over the globe, 24/7, ready to respond to marine emergencies. And funnily enough, they're the same team that helped with the rescue of the Costa Concordia back in 2000.
Look at that! Oh, these are smart cookies. We watched that video. The Costa Concordia. Oh my god, that was such a good video.
12. Suit up, boys. They put the ocean in Ocean's 11, the tide in Tide Pod, and sometimes they pee in the water.
What?
Why not? The fish do it.
Does a fish pee? I know they poo, but do they pee? Do they have like a pee-pee hole? Yeah, I don't know. It's a solid question. I don't know. I never thought about it. Yeah, they must. They do. I sort of thought that the water just goes through them, like whatever hole they have, and it just comes out. Why would I never seen a fish penis or a fish vagina?
We're en route to the canal. ETA in the next 24 hours.
I know what I'm Googling after stream. You took piss out of your pussy. Oh shit, you're right!
Cool, why do you think the sea is salty?
Oh my god, I forgot.
Next time on Boat in Canal. The prophecy. It's coming true.
Oh my god, the moon.
Kiss me, you fool.
Oh.
I'm beginning to think you don't want to get the boat free. Well, is it the Yanny wire or the Laurel wire?
Laurel.
I couldn't hear you. You're breaking up. Ha ha ha. There's only one way this was ever gonna go. It's now day 3. There's more digging, more tugging, but the ship is still exactly where they left it. And the slow pace of progress is starting to cause problems for international trade. Each delayed ship represents thousands of tons of undelivered stock for store shelves. And that queue is getting longer and longer. On board, an estimated $9.6 billion worth of goods is sitting idle. The milk! It will spoil! And the big question is, how long until this thing is fixed? To answer this burning question, the Suez Canal Authority holds another press conference and declares, guys, another day, maybe 2, might even be this afternoon. But the media and industry experts disagree.
The truth of the matter is that they're not making much ground. I mean, this is proving to be more difficult than originally expected. Could be
When was this? I remember so little. All I remember is that there was a picture of it. I don't even remember anything else.
Closed for weeks.
2021?
Could take weeks.
Could be stuck for weeks.
Weeks. That's how long it could take to free the container ship currently blocking the Suez Canal.
So that means all of these ship operators here, waiting in the queue, have a very difficult choice to make. So basically, I've just got 2 options. One, I can wait around hoping the ship gets unstuck, which nobody knows how long that's going to be. Or option 2, we go all the way around Africa. And I really don't want to do that, and it's not just a geographic thing. Freighters don't want to go around Africa because it will cost them far more in terms of fuel. It adds 10 extra days to the route. And most importantly, pirates.
Pirates,
Damn.
assassins, and gay pirate assassins.
Gay pirate assassins?
Now, there be 2 main pirate hangouts. The Somali pirates, everyone knows about them. But the more prolific group is actually in the Gulf of Guinea. Named so because it holds the Guinness World Record for most pirates. In fact, in 2020, 96% of all maritime kidnappings happened in the Gulf of Guinea.
That's crazy that we still have pirates. You would think that in 2025 you don't have it anymore. It's just fun, hee hee ha ha movies. But
that
no.
doesn't sound very good to me, Mr. Kaisha. Oh, and I just want you to know that you've made an enemy. Oh, and when I... Is your boat running? 'Cause you better fucking move it. You can't park there. All right, hear me out. I'm thinking a bunch of helicopters, right? And we... There are a lot of people now who are angry with the owners of the Ever Given. There's only one thing I can do. Bing, 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 bong. Breaking news. Pause for a second. Shoei Kaisen Kaisha is big sorry. The owners of the Ever Given feel such enormous pressure that they go live on television to make a public apology. We are determined to keep on working hard to resolve the situation as soon as possible. Please do not be mad. In a few years, we'll all have a big laugh about it. Yours sincerely, Mr. Kaisha. Oh God, that's the boss of my boss's boss. I'm in so much trouble. Can't do anything about it. All we can do is keep
trying to free the
I guarantee you that guy got so fucking fired. Like, maybe he still doesn't have a job even since.
ship. So they keep going. And going.
You're over.
Into the night. And on that night, Canterville and El Said had a heart-to-heart.
The trauma.
The mood was very
romance.
somber. Still feeling optimistic, El Said? Of course. Well, it's day 3. How much progress have you seen so far? They're gonna blow us up, aren't they? It's possible.
They're just gonna blow us up. We're all gonna die.
They're gonna freeze us, aren't they? That seems less likely. They might just attach a whole bunch of jet engines and we're gonna get fucked up. That one got debunked. Sorry, I don't mean to take it out on you. It's just, all these guys, they rely on me. The navigator, the helmsman, Gene, and the other ones we never animated. But I'm thinking maybe I should just get on a lifeboat right now and never look back. I could go live on an island somewhere, far, far away from here. Run away? Look at this. Timu neck massager for Sally. I bet she's checking her mailbox every morning. Bulk $6 fingerless gloves for Mr. Poe Box. You want to disappoint him? No. Little Jimmy won't be getting his 20-pack of kitchen tongs this Christmas. And you think that doesn't kill me inside? But we've exhausted every option. There's nothing on Earth that could free this ship. Well, that's where you're right. Look up there, Lil Canthy.
Oh my god, the
El
anime
Said
music.
points up into the night
It's
sky.
blaring.
Los Lunos.
Hope is being restored. You gotta believe
Yes,
in the moon.
the moon. The son of the night. To the ancient Egyptians, it was a sign of hope. And in a few more nights' time, a prophecy will be fulfilled.
Ooh.
The supermoon. I have to show you a kind of boring diagram. I'm so sorry. You see, the moon doesn't just orbit the Earth in a perfectly equidistant circle. It is, in fact, an ellipse.
Oh. It's an egg! Oh my god! It's an egg! We are egging around. You know, because like we are, like, I don't know, little lore, we are actually orbiting the moon. Not the Earth. Like the space station is around the moon, actually. So we are egging around. We are space egging around.
That means there is a point when the moon is the furthest from the Earth, and we call that the apogee. And there's also a point where it's closest to the Earth. That's the perigee. You know when you look into the night sky and the moon seems bigger or smaller than usual?
I thought I was just getting paranoid about that. Fuck.
Different distances, innit? Point is, the moon gravities all over the water. And the closer...
See, those are the tentacles. It's even the right color. Bro, that's us. We are being represented in this video.
it is, the more it's going to pull.
Look at it. The tentacles.
Now, there's another effect as well. If you believe the mainstream...
Yeah, we saved the day. Unironically. Bro, I didn't know. We were doing so much and we got nothing in return.
Media, the Earth is going around the sun like this. And once in a while, it will also align with the sun being on the exact opposite side. Bam.
Bam.
At this point, when everything lines up like so, both the sun and the moon are at max strength pulling on the sea. And they call that the supermoon. And the tidal effects of both combine for an even greater pull. High tide can be even higher than usual, sometimes by up to 1.5 feet. Now, these sorts of moons only happen 3 or 4 times a year. But in 4 days, Big K, we're going to get one.
Dun 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 dun. Also, can I point out that the BL is totally canon? Like, look at his arm placement. He's hugging that man. The BL is canon. There was a bit of gauge.
Previously on Boat in Canal. Don't let go! Ha ha ha, my plans have all fallen into place.
I thought I knew what being a captain meant.
What do you mean, cut the black and blue wire? There's only white and gold!
We've got one chance left. The moon.
Oh, shit.
This is just like that Costa Concordia video he did, but way less funny.
Oh no, he was self-aware now!
Over at the Ever Given, things are status quo.
Oh
but
no.
online, there's a bit of a new development.
Hello, my
a screenshot
beloved
of a news article appears.
Yeah.
Cargo ship crashes into Suez Canal. Captain involved in incident.
But there's a twist. Uh-oh. Is that a woman?
Oh no! Okay, that's it. That's it. This is where I pull out. When they bring the women into these things, is Joe over there going to blame all of us for it? You wanted to be involved? Not like this. Not like this. Woman moment?
Egypt's first female sea captain, Marwa El-Sahar, was being named in this headline as responsible for crashing the Ever Given.
Bro, my girl wasn't even on it. They just blamed her. It's like, oh my god, she has a vagina, therefore she must be evil, therefore she can drive, therefore it's all her fault.
And the screenshot of this news headline spread all across social media.
Poor girl. She's cute though.
For Marwa to have screwed up this badly is impressive. Especially considering she's never worked on the Ever Given and is currently hundreds of miles away in Alexandria. But someone online went, first female captain?
They were just like, yeah, fuck that person. Fuck that lady in particular.
Grody?
I don't
Suez
think
blockage?
So.
She must have did it.
Marwa found out about the accusations through a friend and quickly hopped online. I gotta clear my name. Guys, it isn't me! But the online bad guys must have hacked her account, because everything she wrote just came out in squiggles. So Marwa tried to hack back. This code, it's...
Dude, it was the dune worms. The sandworms hacked her, and now she writes in noodles. Ah!
It's nothing I've ever seen before.
They're countering my hack. I'm gonna reroute the hosting.
Not if I can help it.
They ran through the firewall. Use IP4. It's better.
Now, while we can all agree that a lady captain is very gross and icky,
Whoa!
and while we all agree that
Whoa. Mean, ouch, that hurt.
she should be doing a lady job, like adding rosemary oil to the ballast water.
True. That's okay. He has a solid point. That's true.
Or knitting hand warmers for the steering wheel.
It was not fair that she was being falsely accused. And the situation was escalating as the online bad guys started making fake accounts pretending to be her.
What was Marwa, etc. to do against such a coordinated campaign?
Well, luckily, a surprise hero to the story. The mainstream media showed up and did a thing.
Don't worry.
Bringing her onto the telly and clearing everything up. Marwa even found some positive in the situation.
I was really upset at the beginning, but later on I found like the support from all people around me, and that made me feel like more grateful for what happened.
A lot of the social media posts got taken down. And in the end,
she got clout. It's okay. She's cute.
It all turned out okay.
Aww.
At least
happy ending
for her. Back to the Ever Given. The Ever Given has been grounded for 4 long Egyptian days. So tug. Dig. Pull. Fuel is getting low. Everyone is overdue for a break.
All right, guys. Grab a Red Bull and a little snacky. We'll pick up again soon.
How about instead of Red Bull, they pick up a little bit of a gamer saps?
As the engines wind down, the crew can hear something approaching.
The orange filter, do you mean, are they in Mexico right now?
Who the hell is that?
It's Smith Salvage.
The Smith team boldly actions onto the scene, looking at the ship very inspectively.
Stuck.
They report their findings to the rescue team.
They were like, yes, We checked from all angles. Yep, it is still stuck. Yep. True.
All right. I ain't no boat expert, but
Is there code I can use to save money on gamers? As maybe code scoocher. Maybe. Not sure.
if you want a chance of moving this ship, you're going to
Maybe.
need to make it a lot lighter. By tens of thousands of tons at least.
Exploded. Easy explosion.
Is it going to bend and tear? And sink? No, it doesn't look like it's going to do that. But it also doesn't look like it's going anywhere with all of this weight on the back. Okay, we trust you. What's your plan to make the ship lighter? I know a guy. He's got a crane. I'll get it down here. We'll offload all the containers. It'll be brilliant. You're gonna love it. The container thing again? Yeah, how long is that gonna take? Well, to get them down here and to get all the equipment assembled, we're gonna need at least a few weeks. Weeks? Yeah, and to get all the containers off the ship, that might take several months.
Months? No, Mr. President, he didn't say months. He said, monks. Those Shaolin guys, they're very strong. Everything's going according to plan.
A furious rabbi marches in.
Do you have any idea how much these last few days have cost Egypt already? We've had to sell parts of the Sphinx. Look, the nose is gone. It's looking all messed.
I always knew that there was a lore behind it. It can't just be simply that it fell off. I knew it.
We turned the whole country into an e-commerce site. It used to just be called Gypt. Now it's online. Egypt. Remember Tutankhamun? Now it's Tutankhamun. Get it? It's a pun. Get it?
Let's move on, says the Smith guy standing in for the audience. Look, this is by far the best option. Yeah, it's slow and laborious, but it's a guaranteed fix. Or you can carry on doing what you're doing now. You're on what, day 4? How's progress so far? Al-Said wouldn't hear it.
We will continue with the dredging and the tugging. The supermoon will be here soon, and that will save us.
Ding.
You are foolish, Al-Said. The legend of the supermoon is just a legend.
All right, we're on the same team here. If you insist on keeping the cargo aboard and just tugging, we've got resources to help.
Smith calls in 2 additional tugboats.
And not just big ones. Pretty much the biggest ones you can get. So Smith and the recovery team have figured out a sort of Plan A and Plan B. Plan A is to pull the Ever Given free by the supermoon, which is only 2 days away. Now, if that doesn't work...
I can't believe that they actually had to wait for this mythical eclipse that only happens like 4 times in a year. And like the fucking moon actually helped.
They'll have to go to Plan B, which is to offload by crane most of these containers, and that will take months.
Dun 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 dun. Everyone is mad. Day 5.
Watching on impatiently, tapping their feet and looking at their watches very aggressively, is now a queue of 400 vessels waiting to use the canal. Fresh fruit, thousands of tons, losing its freshness. Medicine, losing its potency.
After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill. You take the red.
Not to mention livestock.
More than a dozen ships have live animals on board.
Mostly sheep and cattle, lightly sizzling under an Egyptian sun.
Oh no.
The Egyptian government has had to dispatch vets to...
It's just a slow cook. It's a pot roast, you know, like that you have to keep in the oven for like 5 to 6 hours.
board these ships to tend to the animals' welfare. A few days ago, when I was a younger man, freight from Asia only cost $8,000 a container. Now it's $12,000. And the impact is being felt by a lot of larger companies. Renault, for example, ran out of some critical components and had to halt assembly at a couple of its plants. Adidas, Nike, IKEA, all saw shortages.
But by IKEA.
Some of our clients are out of their top-selling SKUs already.
And as tankers queue, oil prices are rising.
Let my people go through the little waterway, please.
And meanwhile, all across the day, the tugs are trying again and again. Move a little more sand, wait for the next high tide, try again. And as this marches on with the same futility as day one, banking on the supermoon looks like a costlier and costlier gamble. All right, enough of this. Said about 100.
You know, if they were relying already on the moon, then maybe they should have just read their horoscope as well. You know, just like have like some tarot card readings and whatnot. Have like feng shui within the ship, maybe that helps too.
Ships opting
Might as
instead
well.
to go the long route around Africa, accepting the longer traffic time and piratey risk.
Pirates. Supermoon, Kumeth.
The supermoon. It's tonight. There's a renewed energy as people scuttle around the area, doing everything they can to prep the ship for the big event. The excavator crew, over the course of the week, has expanded to a team of 11, working double, sometimes triple shifts with only 3 hours a day for sleep.
Aww.
Together with the 2 dredgers, they have moved 30,000 cubic meters of sand and soil. For comparison, this is 1 cubic meter, and this is 30,000 cubic meters. And here is what it looks like next to the Ever Given. That's a lot of sand. Subway sandwich for scale.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Thank you for the scale. Thank you.
And it's borne some results.
True.
Overnight, they managed to free the rudder from the left bank. And that's a big deal, because this rudder was acting as a bit of an anchor in the sand. Now free, the stern bobs around with the motion of the water. Great stuff. Meanwhile, the crew is doing everything it can to lighten the weight of the ship. That includes making a second plea for the ballast water to be ejected. Oh, please, the Smith guy's already tinkled in there.
We just can't do it. It would destroy the ecosystem of Egypt.
Please, 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 please. All right.
Can't they just like lead it out to the sand or something? Just like, so that it, like if there is like any, I don't know, whatever in it, then it will get soaked into the earth instead.
Right. Biodiversity. Let 1,000 algae bloom.
Yeah.
Nice work. That'll make the ship...
Well, here's the thing. What? Just keep like, guess where the sand is next to? I know, but okay. So what if you get a lot of people who is very thirsty to come and drink it, and then we don't let them piss next to the water?
9,000 tons lighter.
The water's so bright, I can barely see it coming out of the ship. Here, take these. No.
It's contaminated water? Okay. What if we will give it to people who we really don't like?
I don't deserve them. Sunglasses are for people who redeem themselves. That's not me. Hold on to them, just in case.
Into the evening, the pace keeps up. We see Abdullah excavating away.
Good boy.
But really, he's thinking about the moon. Rabbi, he's busy taking video calls. But he finds himself distracted
with the
thoughts
moon.
of the moon.
Even Mr. Kaisha. Is there anything in this world that doesn't remind me of her?
The
More
moon.
breaking news from the Suez Canal problem. Evergiver
Hey, Nana.
is stuck in the Suez Canal still. It's been almost a week.
Did you notice that she changed her glasses? Because I noticed that she changed her glasses. Very nice, Nana. Thank you.
A tugboat should be able to move Evergiver's big ass. This is Nana Star, Nana Star's news channel.
Thank you, Nana. 10 out of 10.
The full moon shone brightly that night, kissing the nape of the canal's neck with its gravity lips. Full tongue.
Huh? What?
The canal liked it.
Huh?
And spoiling the romance of the moment is a big fleet of tugboats, watching on voyeuristically. They are 17 in total, with just a bit over 1,600 tons of bollard pull. And here's how they're arranged around the Ever Given.
Bro, I don't think I could perform if anyone is watching me. I don't know, man. I'm just too shy, super moon or not.
Of the four most powerful tugs, 2 go at the front and 2 go at the back. They'll be pulling. Another 6 tugs are put on the flanks. 2 over here, 4 over here. They'll be pushing. The remaining tugs are fueled and ready on the sidelines, waiting for their chance to sub in. Positioned like this, when the word is given, all these ships are going to try and turn the Ever Given anti-clockwise. Looks great, guys! Do you think that this is gonna...
I believe in the supermoon.
This had better work. The guy with the ruler down by the shoreline yells out, "The tide has hit its peak!" Elsa, you'd come up.
I wish he would have just like put his PP into it as a measuring stick. It's like we are out of the measuring stick, but it's on the top.
Arms
it's okay.
over the radio. Start main engines. Tension on.
Two in the front, 2 in the back, a screw in the middle.
Whoa, 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 whoa. It might be a little bit too much of your wet dreams.
Full ahead.
Buddy.
The tugs start moving. They carve through the water with ease. The immense power from the tugs meet the resistance of the Ever Given.
It was at this point that the narrator said something really poetic.
Yeah.
Stuff about the night. About how the ships were like dancers on the water.
For juxtaposition, we cut away to that crab again.
Which everybody hated. It's like a metaphor if you think about it.
The tugs are sliding to the left. They're sliding to the right.
Yeah.
It's not working! Diesel fumes fill the air as the tugs keep increasing their power. The water violently foams behind the tugs. Everyone is staring at the back of that ship.
Come on. Move.
This goes on for minutes. More minutes. Even more minutes. An hour. 2. 4 hours. By 4:30 a.m., the moon's power is starting to wane and there's very little progress.
Don't give up. The tide only goes down so that we can rise once again.
Your moon gambit has cost Egypt dearly, El Said. Guards, prepare the sarcophagus with the beetle.
Wait, the moon didn't save them? I was actually really banking on it. Now I'm disappointed.
It's like in the... What the hell is that?
It's the sharks. The sharks arrived.
Under the water, all of this tugging has loosened the sand, the soil, the rock.
Oh?
Could it be?
The sound of metal tensing and flexing. The ship is beginning to move. It is coming free from the bank.
Hold, gentlemen.
The supermoon gives one last howl.
Oh.
It worked. They pulled the ship from the bank. At the back, at least. Now, the bow is still wedged in there pretty good, but this is progress. We're halfway to freedom. Keep going. So they did, all morning.
Punch it. You can do it.
7:30 a.m. The sun is rising. The tugs have been pulling all night. But the most difficult task, freeing the bow of the ship, remains beyond them. Well, I guess even the moon has its limits.
I don't want to hear it, El Said. It wasn't enough. That bow is still stuck.
No, Mr. President. They're not saying that the bow is still stuck. They're saying, take a bow. And then something else that rhymes with stuck. I gotta go.
They were loading up the missiles for Plan B, as the guys on social media suggested. I lied about the crane thing. This was always the plan.
No, they are... oh, man, they are gonna get exploded. What?
The Smith guys.
It's Joe.
You know what, Canterville? I agree.
They should just blow us up.
Aww.
My career is over now, too. You're the guy who blocked the canal, and I'm the guy who couldn't get it cleared. We've brought instability to the Middle East. But enough, Canthaville. I raised your hopes with moon-based promises. But look at the tide. It's low. Low tide. And yet, I am lower still.
Damn.
Canthaville looks pensively out the window. And
I love the casual little ERPing bits in the middle of it.
was at that moment that he had his character arc.
Yeah.
He realized that he was the captain, and the captain is always in charge. Shut up, El Said. We shall continue, regardless of the tide. Is that not the Egyptian way? Don't you remember the story, El Said? That every young Egyptian kid is told about the human pyramid? No. Where there's one guy at the bottom who gives up, and we all fall down? Heck, it ain't a triangle if you don't try.
I'm just gonna turn my computer off. Right fucking now.
We need to be strong. Together. Like a pyramid. It's what Giza would have wanted.
Aww.
You're right, damn it. Thank you, Canthaville. That's the most inspirational speech I've ever heard in my life. I'll never lose my faith again. And even though you're kind of the worst captain I've ever seen,
rude,
you're still the best friend.
They were really close for a kiss. I'm just saying. They were. Could have been something. Blah, 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 blah. Fish.
So they pressed on all morning.
Enthusiastically and vigorously
Friend
tugging
zone.
away. Beating off the fatigue, but to no progress.
Okay, everyone, take a break. Copy. We'll have lunch and pick up again in a couple of hours.
Then suddenly, one of the Smith guys comes busting into the room. I've got an idea.
Everybody turns and looks at the Smith guy.
Explosives.
All right, well, sorry about the boring diagram, but
Take a look at this. Remember how we emptied the ballast tanks before?
Yeah, of course. Well, now that the ship is half floating, what if we refilled the ones at the back? On this part of the diagram, where the ship is almost floating. That way it will sink lower here and allow the bow to sit up even higher on the bank.
Canthaville gives El Said a knowing nod. I got this. I know a guy who owes me a favor.
Please.
A few hours later, the ballast tanks were filled. And it worked. The bow lifted ever so slightly. It's working!
And it gets better.
It's now 2 p.m., and that means high tide.
Guys, I've got another technical issue. All right, what is it? It's easier if I show you with a drone. Hold on, let me try
Yeah.
again. All right, you can see the ship is lodged at the front. The guys are pulling, but it ain't budging. However, a lot of force is building up here. And what if it were to break free? The sudden release could propel the ship straight.
Do you think he actually made this? Do you think this is his hand with the Subway sandwich? Do you think he actually did that?
Straight across the water
Yeah.
with a hell of a lot of momentum.
Wait, internet historian arm reveal? Hello? I didn't know.
It could span the entire canal and land on the opposite bank, only to run aground again. Worse still, it could pin these small tugs in its wake.
I'm jerking it. Yeah, that's it. Everyone, 5-minute break. We are rubbing one out for internet historian's arm. No! The semi.
Dangerous. To solve this problem, they did a bit of a safety briefing, and they got some rope. 4 ropes, actually.
Shibari.
Tying the bow of the ship to somewhere on the land.
The answer is always shibari.
The lines look great, guys. With the contingency in place, the tugs start up again. And about an hour later, At 3:05 p.m., movement. The bow began to shift. Okay, that's definitely moving. This is it. It's working. The ship made a big noise as it accelerated from the bank. And at first, excitement and relief. The bow was coming free. But uh-oh. Remember that concern about the overswing?
Oh no.
Well, it's happening.
Oh no.
Okay, the only source we found for this part of the story was Bloomberg, but they said that it happened and we wanted to build it. So this recreation is how we imagine it went. The 4 support ropes take strain. Then, snap. One of them breaks. Do you think it's gonna hold? I think it's gonna hold. Move those tugs out of the way.
Uh-oh.
Snap. Another rope breaks.
Captain El Said.
It's gonna hold. Get your tug out of the way, but it's gonna hold. Snap.
Oh
A
no.
third rope breaks. Get out of the way! Get out of the way! A single strand is the only...
Wait, what? See, this wasn't made up for dramatic effect. There were really 4 ropes and 3 of them broke.
way.
I was reading the subtitle here. It's very light. You can't even see it.
A single strand is
It's
the only
real.
thing holding this ship from swinging all the way to the other bank and being stuck.
Forever. Without even realizing, Canterville grabs El Said's hand.
Oh my god. Hand holding? On my stream? Uncensored? Oh my god. I might just get banned for this.
And squeezes it tight. It's gonna
Oh,
hold.
shit.
You're a madman, Canterville. Mad passionate about this canal, and I ain't afraid of nothing. He said very cold-backedly.
The engines shut off. All that could be heard is the squeak of tightening rope and the scream of torsioning metal.
Sacre bleu,
said Abdullah, but it is slowing down. It comes to a halt.
Ah.
The final rope held.
They really did it.
Oh my god.
And the Ever Given rested easy in the middle of the canal. Al Said turns to Canterville. Power up the engines.
Let's get your ship moving again.
I'm on it, says Canterville. All of the tugboats start honking their horns in celebration. Cheers can be heard from the main dredger, the Mashour. In fact, they filmed this celebratory video.
Aww.
You heard them right, Mr. President. We did it. We did it. It's free. I told you. All in a day's work. The president takes his finger off the nuke button. Pack it up, boys.
It's a happy ending. Aww.
I can't believe it. All that digging really must have made a difference. I just...
Oh.
No!
Good. Everybody hated that crab.
We did it, Gene.
I
We
like
did
that
it.
club.
Gene? Where are you? Captain, who are you talking to? Gene! Captain, there's no Gene on board.
Dun dun dun.
Wait a minute. No, it's impossible. Gene, wait! Thank you. I'll always remember you, Canterville.
And so the canal was clear once again, and chop chop! You still got work to do. By 8 p.m., the workday had not finished for the Suez Canal Authority. There's still a backlog of 400 ships waiting to go through the canal. So Rabbi stands in front of microphones and says, "The canal will be operating around the clock until the queue is cleared." And within a few days, it returned to normal.
I wish there would have been another one who gets stuck just for the funsies to start it all over.
It was a big accomplishment. Many industry experts thought it would take several months to free the Ever Given, but the crisis was resolved within a mere week. Prepare the sarcophagus for the doubters. Even Egypt's president came out and said,
Good job, everybody. You know what? Pizza lunch.
And the Suez Canal Authority held a ceremony in honor of the workers who helped to free the ship. And they also made this monument, which you can see on Google Maps.
Free
But
conditions
the story
apply.
doesn't end here. A quick note on the helmsman's penis.
I love the fact that it's actually real that they made a dick shape while they were driving. That's like the most boys will be boys sort of thing ever.
5 tubs of XUPs using your code.
Let's go!
Man's penis. Now you, me, and everyone in the press saw that VDR data.
Fragwürdigen Penismanöver
A penis maneuver?
genutzt.
But despite how realistic and to scale it was not deliberate.
Oh yeah, yeah, I believe that. No, yeah, I believe it. Of course.
Sheer coincidence.
Mm-hmm.
If you watch the VDR data, he really is just dodging the ships, and that's the shape that the path took.
Yeah, no.
So we didn't get in any trouble.
No, because he could have totally come up just into this circle. If he wanted to avoid this one, there's literally no way he wanted to go for a dick. No.
The end.
No, I don't believe that.
Oh, all right. I suppose one more smaller detail. Now that the Ever Given is free, what's going to happen to it? And what's going to happen to the crew? Well, the Ever Given was tugged over to Great Bitter Lake, where they determined that the ship was seaworthy and not in any urgent need of repair. But it's also going to be impounded. Oh no.
Impounded?
Hey, there's, police boats outside. Why? What did you do? This ship and its crew is now subject to the indefinite detention by the authority of the Egyptian government.
What?
Until you pay us, the Ever Given may not leave, says the Suez Canal Authority. Yes, we will be holding on to the Ever Given. It's our view that there was no wrongdoing on the part of the Suez Canal Authority or its 2 pilots, and it was all the crew of the Ever Given, so their ship will be held until the parent company agrees to rightfully pay us for all of the costs incurred. Ruh-roh. Now here's where things get very complicated, and there is a lot of legal mumbo-jumbo. But the crux is this. The Suez Canal Authority says, "Dear Ever Given owners, you owe us $900 million.
That's a lot of potatoes. Damn.
And Shoei Kisen Kaisha says, no way. How many yen is that? No way. So by April 13th, some of the crew was allowed to leave, but a lot of them have to stay. And there's a certain nervousness in the air. Large legal battles can go on for a while, and there was already a bad example.
Does it mean that they would have to stay on the ship for 33 years? Or until the guy pays? They are never leaving. They will just turn it into a retirement home. Unironically, yeah, that's possible. No way. Ain't no way.
Example of this, just a few dozen kilometers away. The MV Aman.
Oh my god, the ghost ship.
The MV Aman is a much smaller vessel, and it has been abandoned for years, detained by the Egyptian government in 2017 for expired safety equipment. Now, they were told to replace the equipment and pay a fine. However, there was no one to replace the safety equipment or to pay the fine because the shipping company went broke.
$900 dues.
So they just abandoned the vessel. There was no way for the legal situation to advance, and that meant that there was no way for the ship to be released. Most of the crew had to stay on the ship, and they would keep them there for more than a little while. 13 months before...
No. Oh, there's no way. They kept them there for more than a year? Oh my god.
The judge finally decided, all right, look, just leave the keys with one guy. We'll call him the custodian, and everybody else can go home.
Oh my god.
Now, that custodian was a Syrian man named Muhammad Aisha. Look, he's holding the keys. He's holding the keys. You have to stay on the ship now. Everybody else got to leave, but he had to stay.
Bro, for
On top
more
of the
than a
13
year.
months he'd already been there, he spent the next 3 years aboard the ship.
Whoa, what the fuck? Oh my god. What about his life, his family, and everything? My boy didn't do anything.
Quickly, the ship ran out of fuel, which meant it ran out of power, which meant it ran out of running water. No refrigeration either. Food ran out. Every few days, Mr. Aisha would be allowed to swim onto the shore to get food, water, charge his phone, but he was only permitted for about 2 hours until they would tell him to scoot.
Aw, dude, that's just torture. That's so unfair. Like, what does it matter if this guy is there or not? Like, shouldn't they hold the fucking company accountable, not this random person? Oh, that's so cruel.
Would this be the same fate for the Ever Given crew?
I can't believe that.
They did not know. But we do, so let me tell you.
A few more weeks passed, and the negotiations continued.
They should provide, since it was a Japanese ship, the Japanese should provide unlimited hentai to them. And then once the crew would fill the entire ship up with cum, they would let them leave.
Continued.
You guys had those 2 bickering pilots. Yeah, but the captain's always in charge.
Sorry, who didn't arrange for tugboats while we were going through the canal?
Oh, that was you guys.
I'm going to put 20,000 containers on one of the largest ships in the world and go double the speed limit, then complain about tugboats.
But eventually, they all got together in a big room. And they went, I'm sorry about all those.
Listen, we are going to give you stocks from Hatsune Miku, okay? But you have to let my boys go.
Things I said and those emails I sent. I didn't mean it. I was tough on you as well. They embraced.
Aww.
They made amends. They made love.
Disclaimer, they did not make love. No, it's okay. It's canon. They made love.
And they agreed, all right, you can keep using the canal, but sometimes we get to go fishing on the boat.
Aww.
That's fair. That's tough, but that's fair. They shook on it. It was an Egyptian handshake. They do the thing with the elbow. There was a mummy.
Must be true. Must be true.
This story sucks. By September, the crew was allowed to return home. They only got MV Amand a little bit. And that guy on the MV Amand, he got to go home too.
Aww.
Why not? Get out of here, you scamp.
Poor guy.
The Ever Given made its delivery to Rotterdam. They did it! All the cargo is here! Although, it wouldn't hurt to check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Canterville continued his career in shipping. It wasn't the end. Maybe just one more for the road? It's a great time to be a cargo ship captain. I can tell you that much. Al Said returned the Lunexicon back to the Sphinx. Thank you, old friend. And the Ever Given had some minor repairs done to the bow over in Qingdao Port in China. And then she was ready to set sail again. The Ever Given was released back into the wild. It sailed into the sunset. Ever since then, global trade has improved.
So proud.
Prices have gone down.
Yeah.
The economy flourished once again. Food returned to the supermarkets. Mothers clutched their babes. A litter of puppies.
Aww.
And peace was finally restored
A litter of
to
puppies.
the Middle East. Forever.
Aww.
The end.
Good job.
Thanks again to Saley, the easy way to get data on your phone when you're overseas. And 15% off? Now that's a good deal.
Yes, yes. Aww. Dude, I'm just glad he's back. Am I not following? What the fuck? I'm just glad he promises shorter videos. Post the longest video on the channel a year later. True. True. At least it was a happy ending. Man. Fun fact, they expected the canal after this incident. Oh gee, I wonder why. It was a very good idea, bro. Until 2022. No. And no one gets fired? Yeah, that's actually a good point. Literally no one got fired. Aww. Happy ending.